Hello everybody, Michael from Get Fit Over 40 with another Road to the Canadian Nationals update video. Not too much of an update. Things are going great, I guess. We're 12 days out. Yesterday was my first hard cutting day, really low calorie. It wasn't a workout day, but we did do some walking around, and I was with family and we were up in Whistler, and there's like everybody was holding food. Like, not, you look at the people walking by and someone's got an ice cream or some sort of food item in their hand, or a nice, you know, Starbucks mocha or something, or usually ice mocha at this time of the year. You know, food smells everywhere, and literally all I could have is, I had these egg shake in the morning. What did I have? I had just a little protein shake I brought with me, like a little premier one. It's kind of tough when you're traveling, right, to do that. And then for lunch, I actually had, believe it or not, the McDonald's Greek grilled chicken salad. The macros for it are pretty good. Now you got to keep in mind, I don't believe that the macros they show include the dressing. I had 2 of those salads for dinner, and I split the dressing because the dressing is 140 calories by itself. So I believe, I looked it up on MyFitnessPal, and the salads are like, without dressing and without croutons, are around 240 each. So it didn't work out too bad. It was quite a bit of protein. Carbs were pretty good, a little bit of fat, but not too bad. And I was good the rest of the day, and I kept my calories in check. So it all worked out. All the walking around and everything worked out. So not bad. Now today is my first real workout day on the low carbs, low calories. And so, you know, we'll see how it goes. I wasn't too, energy seemed okay in the gym, but it's really the first little bit of it. So it's probably going to get progressively worse through the week. Oh, piece of wood there. So in terms of my update, what I really want to talk about during this video, for the most part, is, again, another sort of my expectations. I hate to say expectations, but what I'm kind of hoping to achieve here at the Canadian Nationals, what my goals are. Again, keep in mind, you know, the BCs, I did make another video like this for the BCs, for the BC Championships, talked about my expectations and goals, and they're kind of similar, I guess, you know. With the BCs, I was obviously wanting to get first in the Masters, and I think my goal was to maybe get top 5 in Open, and I did that. I got first in Masters, and I got second in Open, so I actually, you know, I accomplished my goals for that competition. That was awesome. Again, you never know who's going to show up. You just never do. You never know. You know, the next top Olympian athlete could just be at your event, right? And he's the guy that's going to make it all the way to the top. And obviously, you know, if that guy's there, he's probably going to do pretty well. And you might not stand a chance against him, right? Even if it's a lower down event. Somebody, you know, these guys at the top level had to work their way up, right? So there's always these guys that are going to potentially be at these events. So, you know, you just have to expect that. That said, I hope to do really well in Masters. I have come in first in every single Masters event that I've done. So you know, when I did Sandra Wickham, I got first. When I did the Victoria Cup, I got first. And when I did the BC Championships, I got first. So I'm hoping to get first, at least in my tall division. Now, the thing that's really cool about this competition, the Nationals, is that if I were to get first in Masters in my tall division, then I would go head to head against the other classes. So the classes being other Masters, but in the different height divisions. So there's going to be an A, B, and C. There should be, the Masters should be split up into 3 categories: the shorter guys, the medium tall guys, and the tall guys. So they call it ABC. At least that's what it looks like is going to happen this year. There may only be 2, but probably going to be 3. So what'll happen is there'll be all the top guys in their division. So the first place winners in each height division will go up against each other in what's called an overall. And then that overall winner will actually get their IFBB Pro Card, which is a huge opportunity for that person, right? And you know, that would be the ultimate goal. That's my ultimate goal for this competition, is to get my IFBB Pro Card, because as a master I can get it even though I'm in the Masters class and I'm not going up against Open guys. In that class, split into 3, I can potentially get my IFBB Pro Card. Now, because the IFBB Pro doesn't have a Masters division, as an IFBB Pro Physique competitor, I would be then competing with other IFBB Pro Open guys. But I got my card in a Masters class. So, you know, it's an easier class, I guess. The competition isn't as difficult as, say, competing with the Open guys. Now, again, I will be competing in Open, so I'll have 2 opportunities to potentially get an IFBB Pro card. But the Open division, I'm thinking, is going to be more difficult to do that. The competition in Open, there's just more guys doing Physique at that age group. There's just more competitors, you know, getting sort of weaned out, and the top guys are making it to the next level. So the competition just gets harder and harder, especially at Open. So my chances of getting my IFBB Pro card in Open are not going to be as good. But again, you never know, right? You just don't know what to expect. Masters could have, you know, better conditioned, more muscular guys. It could. I don't know who's going to show up, right? We don't know. So, but this is a huge opportunity for me, and my ultimate goal is to get my IFBB Pro card. That would be awesome. Once you have your IFBB Pro card, you can compete in pro contests all over the place, and you never lose your Pro card. You could literally walk on stage with a beer belly. I don't know if they'd let you, but you could walk on stage and not be in the same shape that you were when you actually got your Pro card and still compete. Now, that's something I wouldn't want to do, but that does sometimes happen. You see some people that haven't been training as hard get up on stage, and you wonder what they're doing up there. But you know, that's their prerogative, I guess. So that's kind of my goal is to get first in my class in Masters, go head to head against the other guys in Masters, get the overall, get my IFBB Pro card. And you know, I would love to place in the top 5 in Open, just to show those guys that, you know, us Masters guys still got it. You know, the higher I place in Open, the better. But again, no super expectations. I don't expect to get 2 Pro cards during this event, but you know, if I get 1, I'll be super happy. I don't know if you can get 2. I haven't really talked about my weight or anything like that. I'm about 191 in the morning, so that's a little dehydrated, you know, not really filled up with food too much. Pretty much right on track. I feel good. I feel like my weight is right where I want it to be. In terms of how I am compared to where I was at the BCs, I feel that I've put on some muscle where I wanted to put it on. I feel that my weight is good in terms of body fat. I've got plenty of time to cut the weight I need. I might even have to start adding in calories. I'm just being a little aggressive right now, about 1,700 calories a day, burning like anywhere between 3,500 to 4,000. So I'm definitely at a pretty steep deficit each day. And at the end of the week, I'll take a look, see where I'm at, and if I need to add in a little bit of calories, then I'll do it then, because you just have to play it by ear and have to see where I want to be. But my goal is to come in at the Nationals, the Canadian Nationals, with a little more muscle in the right places, chest, back, shoulders, and to come in leaner than I was at the BCs. Now, some people might say, how can you possibly do that in 5 weeks? One thing that, and I've talked about this a little bit, is I don't bulk off season. If anything, I actually lose size off season. I more or less maintain. I maintain a certain amount of muscle. I don't let my body fat get too high. I'm always training, but the level and the intensity goes down because it's just too hard to work out that hard all the time at my age. It's hard on me, it's hard on my family, it's hard on my body, it's hard mentally. And so I ramp things up going into a competition, and I grow into a contest. So I put size on in terms of muscle. I lean up a little bit. I don't usually have to lean up a lot, so it's easier to put muscle on if I'm not having to cut a bunch of weight in a hurry. And I put muscle on just because I start training harder. I start watching my diet better. I start doing more volume in the gym, and I just ramp it up. And so your body has no choice but to get stronger, and the muscles have no choice but to get larger, and I grow into a contest. So from the BCs to the Nationals, that gave me an extra 5 weeks to essentially grow some more, grow into the next contest. Not, obviously some of it involves that hard 2-week cut, which is not optimal for putting muscle on, but I had a good 3 weeks of really intensive training where I was on a rebound, where I was coming off of a cut, so the body just wanted to absorb everything and just put on size during that time. That definitely helped me. And so I pretty much achieved what I wanted to. I mean, for sure, I'd love to have put on more size, but I did put on a little bit of size. I feel I have. Anyways, we'll see when it all comes off, all the extra fat comes off, but I feel like I have. So, all right, that's enough. Not sure what I'm going to talk about the rest of this week. I know I will do a posing update video probably on Friday or Saturday, because that's getting pretty close. Give you an idea of where I'm at, and that'll be after cutting pretty hard all week, so that'll give you a good idea of almost where I'm going to be contest ready. A little, maybe not quite as shredded, but very close. All right, thanks for watching another getfitover40.com video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all those channels. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.